Hey, Rebel Vlog listeners, we are back, and today we're talking to Jalin, the Tarantula Turner. He is a Bellator fighter who is fighting on January 20th at the Forum in Inglewood, California. And let's get to know Jalin a little bit. So, first of all, I'd like to ask just a little bit of background. Can you tell us how old you are, where you train, and how you got started in MMA?
I'm 22 years old. I train at Ruka. I train at Carlson Gracie Temecula. I train at Adrenaline in San Bernardino. And I got started in martial arts maybe around like after high school. The Adrenaline had a fight team tryout, and I went and I tried out for the team, and then I made it. And ever since I've been fighting.
That's awesome, cool. You're pretty young, and in your young career, you are currently at a record of 5-3. Yes, okay. And now, so your next battle will be against Noah Tillis, is that correct?
Yeah.
And what is his record?
I believe he's 4-2.
Can you tell us what you know about your opponent thus far, and basically how you feel about the matchup stylistically?
Well, I know he's a BJJ black belt. Stand-up's not that good. I feel really good going into this fight. As soon as I looked up his name, I was like, yeah, I'll take this fight. Like I didn't think twice about it. I feel confident. I feel good. Not really worried about anything besides his submissions, but you know, I train with black belt, so it's nothing new to me.
So if you're worried about his submissions, can you, without giving up the game plan too much, you know, because obviously he's totally going to watch this, tell us what the keys to winning the fight are, and just what it's going to take for you to make sure you win this fight?
Just keeping my composure, you know, keeping my style, staying how I fight, how I always do. Stay fast, stay sharp, stay long, and I'm going to put him out. If he goes for submissions, I'm going to punch him out of him. So that's how it goes. So you're just going to try and stand with him, no groundwork? Yeah, no, I'm not going to play on the ground. Why give him the chance? Yeah. That's true. All right, well, hopefully that's what happens.
So you're 6'3", is that correct?
Yes.
Do you feel like you have a reach advantage, that your height helps you in your weight class?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't encountered anybody my height. So everybody I fight is usually about 5'8", 5'10". So.
Must be nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. So, I mean, if you did go to the ground, I'm assuming that, you know, triangles, and you could probably use your length to your advantage as well.
Yeah, I use a lot of leverage. You know, not going to expose too much, but yeah, I use my length a lot on the ground.
Well, if you want to keep it striking, is that just for this fight, or do you just consider yourself a purely striker? Tell us, if you had to describe yourself to someone, what type of fighter you are, how would you do it?
I'd always describe myself as a striker first and foremost. You know, I always want to stand up, knock people out. That's the fun stuff. But I'm not afraid to go to the ground. I'm definitely, like, I'm confident in my ground game, in my jiu-jitsu, wrestling. You know, I'm just adapting. Like, I'm good everywhere, but I feel like I beat anybody on the feet, so that's how I feel.
Well, I mean, I was looking up your record. You have primarily knockouts, TKO, and you do have a submission. So it looks like you got a lot of tricks up your sleeve. If you could predict how this fight is going to go, I know everyone says, I'm going to win, but if you had to be a little more detailed, how would you predict this fight going?
I predict a second round stoppage for sure, TKO. Yeah, no doubt.
I like that. All right. Is it going to be like on the cage, ground and pound?
It's definitely going to be ground and pound. I feel like I'm going to catch one of his shots and just time his shots, defend it, put him on his back, and just pound him out.
I talked to one of your old teammates, and I heard that you were pretty good with those knees. Do you feel like you're going to catch him with a knee?
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah. All right. He doesn't want to be too cocky, and that's nice. I like the humble people, but sometimes it's okay to trash talk, you know. Speaking of trash talk, has your opponent done anything social media wise? Have you heard anything trash talk thus far?
I haven't heard anything disrespectful from him, but the only thing that kind of caught me off guard was the fact that I was told that he asked for the fight.
I feel like as a fighter, that can be taken as a who do you think you are, as an insult, or it could be a compliment as well. So how do you take it?
I take it more as an insult. Like, if I knew who he was prior to this fight, I would have been like, okay, that's more of a compliment, but I don't know who he is, so it's kind of like he's trying to make a name off of me, so that's kind of insulting to me.
And that's him definitely saying that he thinks he can beat you.
Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know if he's seen every fight that I've had last year. Like, I don't know what makes him think that, you know. He only fought once last year. I fought 4 times last year. And I was going to go for 5 until I got this fight.
Speaking of how many times you've fought, I was doing a little research on Jalin, and I noticed that in his 8-fight career, he has fought in 8 different promotions, which, it sounds like you just love fighting, but it wasn't like you lost fights like back to back. Can you tell me like why you bounced around from so many different promotions?
Well, like I was just hungry for fights, like in my career early on, I made a few mistakes, that's why I had a couple losses on my record that shouldn't be there, but it happens. I learned from them, but I just always wanted to fight. I always wanted to stay active. I never want to like sit on the shelf. Like I always want to be training, be fighting, be getting ready for something, So
I think that's really, really admirable. I know I was going to mention it, but Jalin already did. Looked up your opponent, and he hasn't fought in a year. Do you think that gives you an advantage?
Oh yeah. On this stage, on this level, yeah, it's definitely gonna give me an advantage. I feel like he's gonna have a little ring rust, and he's gonna the vibe from the crowd is gonna play a factor. It's a big stage, so it's like you can't just jump into that and be like, oh, okay, I'm fine. But we'll see. We'll see.
Cool. Well, I'm really excited to watch the fight. I will be there live. Once again, it's in Inglewood, California, January 20th at the Forum. Bellator 190?
192.
192. Bellator 192. So many fights, sorry. But I was wondering, just to kind of close everything, you're in Bellator, which this is actually, if you didn't know, Jalin has fought prior for Bellator exactly 1 year ago. I think maybe like 1 day shy of exactly a year at the same location. So how do you feel about that? Does that play any factor? Is that like something, is that kind of like stressful? Is that a good thing?
It makes me more comfortable. I've already had a little taste of what I need to do and how the atmosphere is going to be, so I feel like it's just going to play in my favor, so it helps me out.
That's good. I think it's awesome. I think it's exactly a year ago you were here. I mean, maybe this is exactly where you need to be, and you are pretty close to home, correct?
Yeah, I'm only about an hour away from here, yeah.
And so, last question, do you think that fighting closer to home is better? I mean, your friends and your family can come and you love the support, or maybe that puts a little more stress. How do you feel about that?
It doesn't bother me, but it doesn't, it's all the same. It's just a fight.
Same.
It's my life, it's my job, so it's a fight.
Well, that is a very professional answer. All right, guys. Jalin, the Tarantula Turner. Wait, last question. How did you get the nickname the Tarantula?
I actually own tarantulas. Yeah.
I was going to say because, like, they're long and, I don't know, but all right, you're a Spider-Man.
Yeah, definitely. And
literally.
Yeah, literally. And I always idolized Anderson Silva, like, as a martial arts aspect of it. And he was a spider, so tarantula is like, next best thing.
All right, that's awesome. I'm glad I asked that question. So, the end of my little interviews, I like to give my interviewees a spot for social media. So tell everyone where they can find you as far as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know if you got a Snapchat, whatever.
Instagram, the Tarantula MMA. Twitter, Jalin Turner. Facebook, also Jalin Turner. That's where you can find me.
So if you want to give him a follow, or you can just go watch him fight. Are you selling tickets or anything?
Yeah. I have tickets, yes. Contact me for tickets, same thing. Instagram, the Tarantula MMA. Twitter, Jalin Turner. Facebook, Jalin Turner. Just hit me up for the tickets too.
I will be there. I'm excited to watch Jalin's fight. He is a young up-and-comer. He loves to fight. He puts in the work, and he doesn't stop. So thank you so much. Do you have anyone you want to thank you? Where would we be without our teammates and our sponsors to support us? I'd
like to thank Carlson Gracie Temecula first and foremost, Sean Ruiz, Thomas Cronin. I'd like to thank Ruka, Pat Tenore, and Austin Arimer, and High Performance Mills, Raul. Got to thank him, and let's see, Ralph's Mufflers too. That's it. Okay, that's it. Yeah, and mom. Got to thank my mom too. Yeah.
That is the first fighter to thank his mom. That is freaking sweet. All right, thank you, Jalin. Good luck. Don't forget to watch him fight. Bye, guys.